So, today's video is brought to you by the words audiation and embouchure. By the end of this, you will know what both of those mean, and hopefully your skills in both are constantly improving. We are looking at the 5+ note memory songs from our primer pack. So you hopefully have watched the 3-note memory songs revision video. That included a really in-depth revision of our warm-ups, incorporating the new stair climbing exercise. I would thoroughly recommend that before you attempt these songs, you play the entire stair climbing exercise all the way up to F for trombone and all the way up to G for trumpet, because you're going to need those notes for all of these songs. We're going to start off with the Memory Songs 1 page. So you need to find your copy of this in your primer pack. If you've lost your primer pack, you can go to musiclessonswithmrtaylor.com and click in the resources section on the beginning players button. There will probably also be a link for this in the description below. So you've got Memory Songs 1. On the back of that page, underneath Eye of the Tiger and Darth Vader's theme music, you have Beethoven's Ode to Joy melody from his Symphony No. 9. This is a very famous piece. Once again, we're starting on the note D for trombone, so think about how that's going to feel. This comes back to our word audiation. Audiation is your ability to hear music in your head. So in all of the first video, I was talking about, you have to really think about how this is going to feel. You're training your mind, you're training your muscles to play these notes high enough. All these things are true, but our goal is to also train our imagination to be able to hear music accurately in our heads. Because if we can hear it a certain way in our head, it makes it much easier to perform it that way on whatever instrument you're playing. So, here's what it sounds like. Every time you hear me demonstrate something and then you play it back in your head, you are audiating. This is what we're going for. Ta 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 ta. So basically, you've got one really long phrase, shouldn't be a problem if you've been practicing your long notes, and you've got a second really long phrase, and they pretty much use the notes of our stair climbing exercise in order, in alphabetical order, which makes it much easier. Hopefully, if I sing you the first note now, ta, and then say, can you imagine that tune? Hopefully you can hum that or hear it in your head. And then you can imagine, because that is what we're going for on our instruments. Here's my D note. I've already done a tiny warm-up, so I'm just going to go straight into it without doing any other exercises. Have a listen. There are a couple of question marks at the end of that second line. You have to work out what that final note will be that makes it sound like it's coming to rest, that it's kind of naturally finished. I'm not going to sing it for you again because that might make it too easy, especially for trombone players who just watched me play it. Trumpet players, just a reminder that there is an older video of me playing most of these tunes on the trumpet, so it's in the same playlist as this video. Go look for it if you really want to hear it on the trumpet, but you'll be fine. Next is Soft Kitty. We are continuing with the smooth flowing music here. I'm going to sing you the tune. You should be able to sing this by memory now. I think pretty much all of our classes have sung through the words. And I'm going to do the full painting in the air thing, which is building up our audiation. It's training our imaginations to think of high and low sound and how far away those sounds are. Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Happy kitty, sleepy kitty, purr, purr, purr. That's the plan. Hopefully you are training your brain as you do that. Once again, smooth phrases with no gaps. Aiming high for F to start off on trombone. This will be G for trumpets. Imagine how it feels. And that's what you're going for. Oh, we still had the mic volume all the way up for that, so hopefully it didn't blow you away or sound too fuzzy. While we are on the topic of 5-note songs with a smooth sound, Memory Songs number 2 starts with Mary Had a Little Lamb, and we know that Mary Had a Little Lamb is basically the same as Merrily We Roll Along. I am going to sing it at you because there is one extra syllable, one extra note in the second line that people always leave out. Your question is, which note, or I should say, which word of the song is additional compared to the way that we played it for Merrily We Roll Along? Hopefully you've been practicing that in the last few days. The tune would sound like this. Merrily we roll along, roll along. What? Wrong song. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow. Second word of the day is embouchure. Can you please try saying embouchure? I feel like I'm in a kids show right now from Nickelodeon TV. The word embouchure refers to the position and the muscle tension of your lips as you're playing your instrument. So embouchure can be used for clarinet players, how much pressure they're applying. It can be used for flute players, getting the right shape of their lips to channel the air over the head joint of their flute. For us, it is the shape of our lips, how close together or open they are, how much muscle tension you're using to get the note to come out high or low enough. It's all of those things. Maybe even your cheek muscles could be incorporated into embouchure. So as I play the next one, I'd like you to consider your embouchure. Okay, we're back. We are dropping in right here at the 5-note memory songs. We've just heard the nice smooth Mary Had a Little Lamb. We've heard the nice smooth Soft Kitty. We have a bonus piece now that I'm cutting back in so that you can have this to work on as well. It's not in your existing versions of the primer pack. This is a bit of a treat because it will be in future versions of the pack. You just get it as a bit of a challenge here. So I'm going to sing you a tune. Instead of singing the letter names, because that won't be helpful to one of our various instruments, either trombone or trumpet, I'm going to sing it to note numbers. What I mean by that is that the lowest step in your stair climbing, B flat for trombone, first position, and C for trumpet, whatever that step is for you, that is going to be note number 1. Then the next note up for trombones, B flat, your next note up is C in 6th. I'm going to call that note number 2. The next note up would be number 3, the next note up would be number 4, and then you have note number 5. This is only a 5-note song, but instead of singing letters, I'm going to sing numbers at you, and you have to very cleverly decode that and play it on your instrument for me. And I'm not even going to tell you what the name of the song is. Maybe you'll recognize it from these numbers. It starts down on note number 1. It goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. Second line's very similar. 5, 3, 2, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. Right. Here's how it sounds on a mouthpiece. And that's all the help you get. So go back, watch the numbers again, write them down, and then underneath each number, you need to write down what the letter would be that goes along with it. Trumpets, C is note number 1 for you, and then think about your stair climbing. Trombones, B flat is note number 1 for you, and baritones, B flat is note number 1 for you. Good luck. That is another smooth flowing piece that you can be working on. And if you decode it and can take a video of you playing it, I would love to hear it. Then we have the last of the smooth flowing pieces, which is, what have we got? Ode to Joy, Soft Kitty, Mary Had a Little Lamb. Oh, great. We're up to the bouncy staccato pieces already. So, staccato piece number 1. This is a tune called This Girl, and it's at the end of Memory Songs 1. It is there as an extension piece because some people find that they can play these high notes really easily, whereas other people find that they're comfortable with the first maybe 2 or 3 notes that they can play, ta, 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 and then as they get up to E flat for trombone, which is the 3rd position note, a touch closer than 4th, about there, and F for trombone, which is in 1st. Trumpets, that's your F and your G note. As they get up to there, the notes keep falling down and they need to train their embouchure some more. If you're comfortable with that, you can add on your new note for this extension song, which is G for trombone, 4th position. Same as D, but with a tense high embouchure. For trumpet players, your highest note is an A. We haven't learned A yet. It's the same kind of tense lips as G with fast air, but its first 2 fingers, the same as E. So you have the lower note that we can already do. This was your 3rd note that you learned, D for trombone or E for trumpet. And then if you tense your lips up, I'm trying to play super softly because I haven't adjusted the microphone, it's going to sound higher. Ta, ta. That higher note there is what you need for this tune when you get to the G for trombone or A for trumpet. Here's what it sounds like with short, snappy, staccato tonguing. So there you go. Starts off with short staccato notes, tut, tut, and then smooth, ta, 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 and then more short staccato stuff. Camptown Races in Memory Songs 2 is a very similar staccato style. The words, let's see if I can remember this. It's been a while since we've sung this because we haven't practiced this at school yet this year. I'm pretty sure it goes like this. Camptown racers sing this song, doo-dah, doo-dah. Camptown racetracks 5 miles long, oh, da-doo-dah day. In your note numbers, that would be 5, 5, 3, 5, 6, 5, 3, 3, 2, 3, 2. 5, 5, 3, 5, 6, 5, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 1. And that is really confusing when you're holding a trombone and you're thinking positions as well. Good, you'll be right. Transfer that. You've got the notes in front of you for this. Here is what it sounds like. I'm imagining what my embouchure has to be doing. There's that word again, my lip muscles, the shape of my lips, to get the first notes to come out high enough. I'm not really happy with that. I want to try and get clearer tonguing all the way through. That was a little bit better on that second time. So both of those tunes have nice short tut tonguing. And there we go. We have talked about audiation, the ability to hear the music in your head so that you can anticipate what you're going to do on your instrument. We have talked about embouchure, the shape your lips make as you play, what your lip muscles are doing, how close together they are so that you're not constricting the air completely and you're still letting a little bit of air through to make a big sound. And we've talked about smooth flowing sounds from Memory Songs 1 and 2, and we've talked about staccato, bouncy, snappy sounding songs from both of those sheets as well. You even have your extension work, which isn't on your primer packs, which is working out what song I sang for you with the numbers, or said the numbers for, and then did on the mouthpiece. I want to know the name of the song, and I want to see videos of you playing me that song. And that's it. This should take you a good week or two to get all of these songs sounding good. You're aiming for a controlled, beautiful sound. If you are some kind of freak of nature who can just pick up your instrument and play high and get the notes right, and play low and get the notes right, and play with a beautiful sound and short and long and all those things that I talk about, if that is somehow you and you're sitting there going, oh, this is so easy, your next challenge is to try and play it softly, like I'm trying to do right now, so that you're not blowing your family away. We want less power and more control for a beautiful sound, controlling your embouchure, controlling your airflow. That is your challenge. If you're that person who's thinking, oh, this is so easy, I can do this. In which case, video evidence, please. I can't wait to see it. Thank you very much. Have fun practicing a little bit each day, and I look forward to seeing the results.